Tell me what is gonna make things so complicated?
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle.
Today, we're reviewing a cartoon episode that was briefly mentioned in last week's list.
It's kinda funny how all my videos so far this year have kinda flowed into each other. I swear I didn't plan that.
Anyway, we're taking a look at computer complications. We start off in the middle of the ocean on the tactical battle platform. We also start off with an animation error as Wetsuit is shown in a generic diving suit, only to have his regular outfit in the next shot we see him.
Off to a great start, aren't we?
The Joes are using robot submarines to find the missing space probe, since it has antimatter it collected from outer space, which could power a whole state or blow up a city, so naturally Cobra is interested too.
Cobra subs, anger, revenge, and dagger. Attack!
Oh look, another cool Cobra vehicle that would have made an awesome toy. Should have put those on the list, really. The Joes managed to thwart the attack by using the robot subs as weapons, so Cobra Commander retreats much earlier than is usual in an episode. It does give him an idea though.
Access to the Joe's new computer center and place their robot submarines under Cobra control.
Zartan offers to infiltrate G.I.Joe headquarters, but Xandar points out they've got a file on him a mile long, so he's better suited.
Dude's got a point there. Sartan's been in their base so much he's got his own bunk bed.
Xandar's own attempt is, less than successful, shall we say. You know, if the whole plan was to jump the fence and open a door, Zartan could have done that just as well. At this point, Sarana volunteers to get the job done.
Why, with the right forged papers, I'll be in and out before they know I changed the submarine computer codes.
And so we're introduced to...
Sergeant Carol Weidler, computer specialist, reporting for duty.
I have to say, that panning camera shot of her legs is something you don't often see in a children's cartoon. Anyway, she meets Mainframe who's, well, see for yourself.
Let's go somewhere and talk, so I can fill you in on the big picture.
Yeah, that sure is appropriate behavior. But Sarana, or I should say Carol, isn't putting up with any of his crap though.
And if it includes making a pass at me, I'll have you up on harassment charges faster than you can spit.
That's just nice to see.
Meanwhile, the Joes have found the space probe, but there's a problem. Error. What a useful message. They must be running Windows.
When you reprogram the robot subs to attack Cobra, you must have erased the recovery program.
Guess they need tech support. Mainframe doesn't seem to want to leave Sarana alone, so she has to come up with a solution.
And the solution is violence. The solution is always violence.
She topples a bunch of crates that are in the computer room for some reason, but due to a sort of domino effect, she's about to be crushed herself when Mainframe saves her. Man, that wig and mask she's got on must be glued in place to not fly off after that tackle. He apologizes for coming on too strong and asks her to dinner, which she accepts. Meanwhile, Serpentor is less than impressed with the lack of progress.
Not exactly. Then get it!
He's so mad about it, he turns red! Seriously, that's such a weird animation error. Anyway, since crap runs downhill, after Serpentor yells at the commander, he yells at Zartan, who has to get in touch with his sister. This happens at Joe's, Joe's favorite hangout, by impersonating a waiter.
Ain't you got better things to do than carousing past your bedtime, little darling? Shut it!
Subtle. You really see a master of infiltration keep a low profile here.
You busted my flush! Hey, it's Zartan!
Yeah, I'm starting to see why Zarana was the best option for this mission. By the way, note how it was Sarana who threw him onto the table.
I imagine it must bring great joy for a sibling to be able to do that to their brother.
Then Xandar and the Dreadnought show up to cause mayhem, and this happens.
Come on, sister!
Dude, she's still undercover and hasn't completed the mission yet. What the hell are you doing?
Again, Zarana is apparently the one with the brains in the family.
So Zartan orders a retreat, but they destroy the diner in the process. By the way, the Joes never asked themselves what Zartan was doing there, why they were after Carol, or anything. I know that the rank-and-file Joes aren't exactly in the same league as Sherlock Holmes.
But to treat it as just another day at the office seems a bit too casual.
While Mainframe has been whining and dining, Cobra is still sniffing around the ocean floor, so Duke is a little miffed.
Get those robot subs reprogrammed.
Well, can it wait?
No, you idiot! Stop thinking with your dick!
Well, he ain't gonna do that, cause he insists on taking Carol into an area she has no clearance for, even letting Beachhead assume Duke okayed it.
Either let me in or tell Duke why not.
Oh, blast Duke and his rule bending.
And yes, Beachhead's mask disappears and reappears at random. Moving on.
Put a new board in, our problems are solved.
Yes, putting in a new board is clearly the solution for a software problem.
Captain Oblivious accidentally takes the tool she was gonna bludgeon him with, as well as the screwdriver she was gonna stab him with, so then she's... okay, I have no idea what she was gonna do here. Hug him to death?
You think strangulation, but this isn't really a I'm gonna strangle you pose.
So I'm not gonna blame Mainframe for misreading this particular situation and going for the kiss.
Please. The lights.
And they lived happily ever after. The end. Okay, no, there's more.
Danger, danger. High voltage. When we touch, when we kiss.
Yeah, she tases him good, and then reprograms the subs. When that's done, she signals to Zartan to get her out of there. They arrive with their usual discreet demeanor, but Zartan goes a bit off script and drops a bomb on Mainframe for good measure.
Ooh, he shouldn't have done that.
And he definitely shouldn't taunt her.
You did well, Zorana, or should I call you Delilah?
Because that awakens something inside her, and it's tasings for everybody. She then heads back to save Mainframe, taking the bomb with her. It explodes, but since this is still a children's cartoon, she is of course fine, and finally reveals her true identity. And surprisingly, he doesn't turn her in.
Saboteur, she got away through that hole. Leave before I completely regain my senses.
Pretty sure that's treason, but whatever.
Of course, we've still got Act 3 to get through, as the USS Flag has arrived to pick up the space probe. Cobra has other plans, and they've got... S.H.I.E.L.D.'s helicarrier? I guess in the G.I.Joe universe, Captain America the Winter Soldier ended differently. At this point, the subs turn on the Joes, attacking the tactical battle platform, so they evacuate to the Flag. Meanwhile, Lifeline is attending to Mainframe, who seems to have fainted between scenes. Which is a bit weird, since he seemed fine the last time we saw him.
Well, he got his heart broken, but physically he seemed fine, I mean.
Despite this delayed reaction to being tased, I guess, he wants to help. And help is needed because the subs have turned their attention to the Flag, while at the same time the Cobra helicarrier begins its attack, destroying all aircraft that were just sitting on deck. How did they not see Cobra coming? I mean, that thing in the sky, that was huge. Still, at least the Joes can shoot back.
Okay, so much for that idea.
This allows Firebats to land and steal the probe. Though why Stratovipers are flying Firebats is anybody's guess. It's supposed to be AVAX.
They've got the antimatter!
That's not our only problem.
You've been stealing my spare outfit again, Torpedo. The Flag's in trouble due to the robots, but the helicarrier isn't doing much better as they took a hit on their engines. They'll need the antimatter to power it to stay airborne.
If Cobra thinks that's all the firepower we got.
Why didn't they do that earlier? But yeah, one of the missiles gets through, so the antimatter plan doesn't work, and the helicarrier is doomed. So's the Flag though, as it's going down too.
Abandoned ship! Swim for the battle platform!
Hey, did you know that a real aircraft carrier has like 6,000 people on it? Good thing the Flag can operate with just like 30 guys or something, otherwise they wouldn't all fit on the platform. And the Cobra carrier goes down, colliding with the sinking ship.
Now that's what you call your real big budget spectacular finish.
Hey look, the cartoon pats itself on the back by way of shipwreck.
Leave that fourth wall breaking to Deadpool, okay?
Back at Show HQ, Mainframe is debriefed, but not in the way he was hoping earlier. Get it? briefs, yeah, whatever.
We lost. No, it was a draw. Joe and Cobra both lost a carrier.
But it was still your fault.
Zarana fooled Beachhead, myself, everybody.
But especially you, Mainframe. She cost the military billions of dollars.
No, really, a real aircraft carrier like the Gerald Ford costs $13 billion. Even being generous and estimating a small one like the Flag costs half that, we're still talking $6 billion here. This officially makes Zarana the most successful Cobra operative ever in hurting G.I. Joe, at least financially. And it makes this the most expensive first date in history. And the episode ends with both of them staring at the night sky, though Zarana takes a shot at her company when they try to make fun of her. The end.
We started out like Romeo and Juliet, but it ended up in tragedy.
And that was Computer Complications.
Overall, it was a pretty great episode.
It was nice to see character development in both Zarana and Mainframe, and they managed to pack a lot into a single episode. Plus, seeing the freaking USS Flag go down was a huge surprise as a kid. The only negative thing plot-wise was that Mainframe and the Joes sure were dumb.
Mainframe as an excuse, thinking with his dick and all.
But the others should have had some concern when Zartan and friends showed such an interest in Carol. The only other problem was with the animation. Like using the wrong character models, but also in some shots people's bodies had really weird proportions, like a huge torso and a small head. Some of these, like Cobra Commander, might be the animators trying and failing to make a cool perspective shot, others are just stupid. Yeah, that was a bit distracting.
But the quality of the story made up for it.
By the way, somebody mentioned in the comments on my last video they'd like to see the Cobra Helicarrier as a toy. Well, you sorta can get that, just put a bunch of Cobra stickers on a Shield Helicarrier toy. It won't be exactly to scale, but then again, neither was the Flag. In conclusion, a very fine episode, not a lot to complain about. And yes, I know several things seen here will be followed up on in future cartoon episodes.
Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?
Tell me what is gonna make things so complicated. Danger, danger.